You can rest now. Whatever brought you here, whatever weight you've been carrying, whatever thoughts have been circling through your mind like birds that won't settle, you can set it all down. Not forever, not even for tomorrow, but for now. Just for these quiet moments. You've earned this pause. The world has asked enough of you. You've given what you could give. You've tried in the ways you knew how. And now the day is done, and you're allowed to simply be here, without agenda, without effort, without needing to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. There's something sacred about this hour, isn't there? When the urgency fades, and the demands grow quiet, when you're finally alone with yourself, and the only thing required of you is breath, in and out, simple, natural. The body knows how to do this. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to control it. It happens on its own, like waves returning to shore, over and over, reliable and sure. Let your shoulders drop just a little. They've been holding tension you didn't even know was there. Let your jaw soften. You don't need to clench against anything right now. There's nothing to brace for in this moment, nothing to resist. The walls can come down, the armor can rest. You've been moving through the world as if every moment required your full attention, your constant vigilance, your unending effort. And maybe it did. Maybe that was necessary. But not here, not now. In this space, you can let yourself be held instead of doing all the holding. You can receive instead of giving. You can simply exist without having to justify that existence. Think of the noise you've been carrying. Not just the sounds around you, but the noise inside. The voices that question and doubt. The replays of conversations that didn't go quite right. The worries about what's coming, what might happen, what you should have done differently. All of it swirling, layering, building, until your mind feels crowded and your heart feels heavy. That noise doesn't define you, it's just noise. Like static on a radio, it fills the space, but it isn't the music. And underneath all of it, beneath every anxious thought and every harsh judgment, there's something quieter, something steady. It's been there all along, waiting for you to remember it. Your own deep calm, your own quiet knowing. The part of you that exists before the noise begins and after it fades. You don't have to fight the noise to find that quiet place. Fighting only creates more noise. Instead, you can simply stop feeding it. Stop engaging with every thought as if it's urgent. Stop answering every question your mind throws at you. Just for now, you can let the thoughts be there without needing to solve them, fix them, or figure them out. Imagine standing at the edge of a still lake at dusk. The surface reflects the last light of day, but mostly it shows the darkening sky, deep and endless. If you throw a stone into that water, ripples spread out in perfect circles, disturbing the stillness. But if you simply stand there, if you let the lake be, the surface eventually becomes like glass, perfectly calm, perfectly clear. Your mind is like that lake. The thoughts are stones you've been throwing one after another, keeping the water in constant motion. But you can stop throwing. You can stand at the edge and simply watch as the ripples slow and the surface settles. It takes time. It takes patience. But it happens naturally when you stop interfering. There's no rush. There's nowhere you need to be but here. Nothing you need to accomplish but rest. And rest isn't something you do. It's something you allow. It's a releasing, a softening, a gentle surrender to the truth that you don't have to hold it all together every single moment. You've been so strong, so capable, so determined to keep going, to keep trying, to keep showing up even when you felt empty. That deserves to be honored. Your effort matters. Your perseverance matters. But so does your tenderness. So does your vulnerability. So does your need for gentleness and care. Tonight, you can be soft. You can let someone else, even if it's just this voice, this moment, this quiet ritual, tend to you. You can receive comfort without feeling like you have to earn it. You can accept peace without wondering if you deserve it. You do deserve it, simply because you're here, simply because you're human, simply because rest is a birthright, not a reward. Let your eyes close if they haven't already. Feel the darkness behind your eyelids, warm and safe. That darkness isn't empty. It's full of possibility, full of restoration, full of the quiet work your body does when you finally give it permission to heal and renew. Your breath is your anchor. When the thoughts pull you away, the breath brings you back. You don't have to breathe in any special way. You don't have to count or control. Just notice it. Feel it moving through you. Cool as it enters, warm as it leaves. Each breath is a small completion, a tiny cycle of receiving and releasing. And in that cycle, there's a rhythm older than your worries, deeper than your fears. Think about what it means to fade, not to disappear, but to gently diminish. Like the light at the end of the day doesn't vanish all at once. It softens gradually, yielding to dusk, then to twilight, then to the deep quiet of night. The noise you've been carrying can fade the same way. Not through force, but through gentle, patient release. You might notice right now that some of the thoughts that felt so pressing earlier have already begun to lose their grip. They're still there, perhaps, but they're quieter now, less insistent, like voices calling from a distance instead of shouting in your ear. That's the fading. That's the noise giving way to something softer. There's a kind of trust that happens in the dark. When you can't see everything clearly, when you can't control every outcome, you have to trust that you'll be okay anyway. That trust isn't naive. It's not pretending that nothing is hard or that everything will work out exactly as you hope. It's simply knowing that you've survived every difficult moment up until now. You've made it through every dark night. You've found your way forward even when the path wasn't clear. That same strength that carried you this far is still with you. But tonight, it doesn't need to carry anything. It can simply rest within you, quiet and sure, waiting for when it's needed again. And it will be needed again. Life will ask things of you. Challenges will come, but they're not here right now. Right now, there's only this: breath, darkness, quiet, and the gentle awareness that you are safe. Safety isn't about perfect circumstances. It's not about having all the answers or knowing what comes next. It's about being present with yourself in a way that's kind, that's accepting, that doesn't require you to be anything other than what you are in this moment. Tired, perhaps, uncertain maybe, but here, still breathing, still capable of this one simple thing: being. Let your body sink a little deeper into whatever supports it. Feel the weight of yourself being held. You don't have to hold yourself up right now. You can let go. Let gravity do its work. Let the surface beneath you carry you. Your body knows how to rest. It's been waiting for this permission. Sometimes the hardest part of resting is the voice that says you shouldn't. The voice that lists all the things you still need to do, all the ways you haven't measured up, all the reasons you should keep pushing. That voice comes from a place of fear. It thinks if you stop, everything will fall apart. But that's not true. Resting doesn't make you weak. It makes you sustainable. It makes you human. You can acknowledge that voice without obeying it. You can say gently, "I hear you, but not now. Now is for rest." And then you can return to your breath, to the stillness, to the quiet that holds you. Imagine for a moment that all the noise in your mind is like a room full of people all talking at once. Each voice wants your attention. Each one believes it has something important to say. But you don't have to host that party anymore. You can step out of that room. You can close the door softly behind you and walk into a different space. A space that's empty and quiet. A space where the only sound is your own breath, your own heartbeat, your own deep inner stillness. That space exists. It's not somewhere far away. It's not something you have to search for or strive toward. It's right here, right now, underneath everything else. It's the foundation of you, the part that exists before the noise and beneath the chaos. And you can return to it whenever you need to. It's always here, always available, always waiting. What would it feel like to trust that? To know that no matter how loud the world gets, no matter how overwhelming the thoughts become, you always have this place to return to, this inner refuge, this quiet center. It's not about escaping your life. It's about coming home to yourself. And maybe that's what tonight is really about. Coming home. Not to a place, but to a state of being. A state where you're not performing or proving or protecting. A state where you can simply be, without judgment, without demand, without the need to be anyone other than who you are in this very moment. The noise will return. It always does. Thoughts will come back. Worries will resurface. That's part of being alive, part of being human. But each time you practice this returning to quiet, each time you choose rest over resistance, you strengthen something in yourself. You build a kind of inner resilience that isn't about toughing it out. It's about knowing your own depths, trusting your own capacity for calm. Let yourself drift now, not away from consciousness, but deeper into it, deeper into the present moment, deeper into the sensation of being held by the darkness, cradled by the quiet, supported by your own breath. There's a kind of intelligence in rest that your conscious mind doesn't always understand. While you're still, things settle. While you're quiet, things clarify. While you surrender effort, something wise and ancient within you begins its work. Your body repairs, your nervous system recalibrates, your heart finds its natural rhythm again. You don't have to make any of that happen. It happens on its own when you get out of the way, when you stop trying so hard, when you let the noise fade and the stillness emerge. Think of the night sky. During the day, the stars are still there, but you can't see them. The sun is too bright, the sky too full of light. But when darkness comes, when the noise of day fades, the stars appear. They were always there. You just needed the quiet to see them. Your own light is like that. Your own peace, your own wisdom, your own deep okayness. It's always there. But sometimes the noise of daily life is too loud, too bright, too demanding. You can't see what's true about yourself. But in the quiet, in the dark, in moments like this, you can sense it again. That fundamental goodness, that basic wholeness, that simple truth that you are enough, exactly as you are. You don't have to become anything. You don't have to fix yourself. You don't have to solve every problem or heal every wound or understand every mystery. You just have to be here, breathing, present, allowing yourself this gentleness. The world will wait. The worries will wait. The tasks and responsibilities and endless demands, they'll all still be there when you're ready. But they don't get this moment. This moment belongs to you, to your rest, to your peace, to your quiet reclamation of your own inner space. Let everything else fade into the background, like turning down the volume on a radio until the voices become whispers, then murmurs, then nothing at all. Just silence, just space, just the gentle rhythm of your own being. You might notice sensations in your body, maybe a softness in your chest, maybe a heaviness in your limbs, maybe a tingling at the edges of your awareness. Whatever you feel, it's okay. Let it be there. Let it move through you. You don't have to interpret it or analyze it. Just feel it and let it pass like clouds moving across the sky. There's nowhere to get to, nothing to achieve. Even in this moment of rest, you don't have to do it perfectly. There's no right way to be still, no correct way to let go. Just your way, just what feels true and gentle and possible for you right now. Some nights, the quiet comes easily. Other nights, the noise clings tight and doesn't want to release its hold. Both kinds of nights are okay. Both are part of the process. What matters isn't perfection. What matters is that you showed up, that you gave yourself this time, that you honored your need for gentleness even when it would have been easier to keep pushing, to keep striving, to keep running from the stillness. By being here, you've already done something courageous. You've chosen yourself. You've said yes to rest when the world often rewards relentlessness. You've allowed yourself to be human, with human needs and human limits and human longings for peace. Let that choice echo through you now. Let it remind you that you matter, not because of what you do or what you accomplish or how well you perform. You matter because you exist, because you're here, because your life has value that doesn't depend on productivity or perfection. In the darkness, all the distinctions fade. Success and failure, good and bad, worthy and unworthy. These are concepts that belong to the daylight world, where everything must be measured and categorized and judged. But here, in this space, in this ritual of night, you can set those categories aside. You can simply be without qualification. What if you didn't have to earn your rest? What if you didn't have to prove you deserve comfort? What if peace was available to you simply because you're alive, simply because you need it, simply because it's your natural state beneath all the noise and effort and striving? That's the truth this darkness holds. That's the gift this quiet offers. Not something you have to work for, but something you can receive. Like rain falling on dry ground, like cool air after a hot day, like the first moments of silence after a long, loud storm. Receive it now. Let it wash over you. Let it soak into the tired places, the tender places, the places that have been holding on so tight for so long. Let those places soften. Let them open. Let them remember what it feels like to rest without vigilance, to be without doing, to exist without justification. Your breath continues, steady and sure, in and out, a rhythm as old as life itself. A rhythm that doesn't need your help or your attention. It simply continues, faithful and true, carrying you deeper into this moment, deeper into this peace. The noise is fading. Can you feel it? Not gone, perhaps, but quieter now, more distant, like hearing traffic from inside a room with closed windows. It's there, but it's not here. It's outside this space you've created, this sanctuary of stillness. And in this stillness, something else emerges. Not another thought to think or problem to solve, just a presence, your own presence, the awareness that exists beneath thinking, the consciousness that witnesses everything but isn't caught by anything. This is who you are when the noise fades, not the anxious thoughts, or the harsh judgments, or the endless worries. Those are just weather patterns moving through. But you, the essential you, are the sky itself, vast and open and unchanging, no matter what passes through. Rest in that knowing. Rest in the awareness that you are more than your thoughts, more than your feelings, more than the roles you play or the masks you wear. You are this breath, this presence, this quiet awareness that needs nothing, lacks nothing, and is already whole. Let the last remnants of effort dissolve. Let your mind float, untethered and free. Let your body sink into complete relaxation. You don't have to guard anything. You don't have to hold anything. You can be completely undefended, completely open, completely at peace. This is your time, your space, your moment of return to yourself. And in this return, there's a kind of healing that doesn't require words or understanding. It's the healing that comes from simply being seen, even if only by yourself, being held, even if only by your own compassionate awareness, being allowed to rest, even if only for these precious moments. And when the noise returns, when the world calls you back, when you step again into the light of day and the demands of living, you'll carry this with you, this memory of quiet, this knowing of your own depths, this trust that beneath all the chaos, there is stillness. Beneath all the noise, there is peace. And that peace is always available, always waiting, always here. But that's for later. For now, there's only this: the soft darkness, the gentle breath, the fading noise, and the sweet, simple truth that you can rest. You can let go. You can be held by the quiet and know that you are safe. The night holds you. The silence supports you. Your own deep calm receives you. And in this receiving, in this surrender, in this gentle release of all that's been weighing on you, you find what you've been seeking all along. Not an answer, not a solution, not a fix for all that feels broken. Just this: peace, rest, the quiet knowing that you are okay, that you have always been okay, that beneath everything else there is a you that cannot be diminished, cannot be exhausted, cannot be lost. Rest there now, in that knowing, in that peace, in that infinite, gentle darkness that asks nothing of you except that you allow yourself to simply be. Let everything fade. Let it all grow soft and distant. Let the noise become whisper. The whisper become silence. The silence become the deep, abiding quiet that is your truest home. You are safe here. You are held here. You are home. Rest now. Just rest. Let the noise fade away and find yourself in the stillness that remains. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to become. Just you, breathing. Just you, being. Just you, at peace. And that is enough. That has always been enough. You are enough. Rest.